girls, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nekky Anolue. If you're new here, please make sure to like, share and subscribe if you end up enjoying this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Anyways, as you guys might have seen from the title, today's video is going to be a dilemma video. I'm going to be solving and reacting to dilemmas. I'm basically going to try and put myself in some of the situations, even though after reading some of these dilemmas I don't think it can be me. Some of them can never be me, but I'm still going to try and put myself in the situation and, you know, solve the dilemmas, react to the dilemmas, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you've grabbed some snacks and some drinks, and let's get into this video.
Yeah, they thought that you was a shy girl until I made you my girl. Now you push me like a big boy. Tell I cuffed you like you did something.
Well, actually, I heard to be filming because I haven't filmed for you guys in a while, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I have gotten some of these dilemmas from the internet, and some of them are very. I'm just like, people are going through it, and I have some of them on my phone here. They're quite a lot. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to answer all of them, so let me know if you would like me to do a part 2 if you enjoy this one, okay? But anyways, let's just get into this video. The first one says, I was having a conversation with my boyfriend and I asked him, has he ever pictured how his future children would look like? He then told me, how will a man that has never imagined himself married think like that? I really don't know how to feel about this, considering the fact that I'm not dating him to catch fun or pastime. I love him and I see myself ending up with him. What should I do? So the thing is, I feel like a lot of couples don't talk about, or a lot of people in relationships don't talk about what they want. Like, you're just in the relationship, before you know you guys are dating, but you guys have not really sat down to talk about it. And it sounds funny because it's a very important conversation, but I see that people leave it for a while. Like, you've been in the relationship for a while and then all of a sudden you're now asking yourself. I feel like that's something that should come even before you enter into the relationship. It's very important for me to know if you're just here to catch cruise or you actually like me and you see this going far. You understand? If you're trying to just enjoy yourself, then there's no point. You might not need to ask the question. But if you know you're in for a long time, it's a very important question to ask, because if her and her boyfriend have had a conversation about this whole thing prior to this, I don't think he will be asking her, he will be telling her that he has never imagined himself married. Because hello, what are we doing? Especially if you guys are not young and like, what are you doing? So I would say, if this comes up, have a proper conversation with the person. And just switch up the conversation to be something very serious and be like, okay, so where do you imagine us in a year or two? It depends on what you're doing at the time. If you think in a year or two you should be married, you should ask, where do you see this relationship in a year or two? Like, are we just playing or what are we doing? If my nigga is playing with you, my sister, run, because no, like, someone cannot be enjoying you and enjoying your time and your affection and your love, and they're not seeing themselves getting married to you. Like, that's a waste of time, in my opinion, okay? So yeah, that's it for me. The next one says, my boyfriend insists on having, I think if people are having lots of boyfriend issues, lots of relationship issues. First one says, my boyfriend insists on having the passwords to all my social media accounts, and he also wants to scan my WhatsApp to his phone. I believe in having privacy, and this is a major red flag for me. He tells me to screenshot my call log and send it to him most times. If he calls me and my line is busy, I'm in deep shit. He believes I'm cheating or hiding something, but I'm really tired of everything. I just want to know people's opinion on this. Girl, you're going to get my own opinion. If people are not going to give me their opinion, I'm going to get my own. And my opinion is that you should run out of this relationship. I don't see anything being fixable here, because your boyfriend is a very, what is the word now? Unreasonable person, very dominant. He wants to take charge of everything. And yes, some relationships are like that. Somebody might have to take charge and the other person would kind of be behind, because two people cannot take charge at the same time. But it's important to find a balance and understand yourselves. If your boyfriend is asking for your social media accounts, why does he not trust you? Have you cheated on him before? Have you done anything for him to have a reason to doubt the relationship? And even if you have, like, for you guys to still be in the relationship, it means he forgave you. I know that a lot of times when people cheat in relationships, and even if you forgive, the trust doesn't come back 100%. But I don't think it's that deep for you to start asking for my WhatsApp, my call logs. Like, that's just invasion of privacy as far as I'm concerned. Like, yes, we are dating, but I don't see why my boyfriend should be, asking for my passwords and shit. Like, that's just major red flag to me. And I think she also said it here. Yeah, I believe having my privacy is a major red flag for me. So, girl, it's a red flag. So why is he in the relationship? If you cannot talk to him about this and you guys can move on from this, I think you should just leave the relationship. Or personally, I don't see this relationship going far, because if this type of relationship enters marriage, I'm sorry, but I don't see the marriage lasting. I feel like he might even get into hitting you at some point if you refuse to give him the details he's asking for. And it's just sad, but it is what it is. Babes, if you see yourself in a relationship where a man is asking you for your passwords and stuff, check yourself out, because he's not giving you the privacy you deserve. Like, or if he wants to do that to you, you should be able to do the same thing to him. I don't even like it, but if that's how he wants to behave, then you should be able to have access to his own passwords, his own WhatsApp, and everything. Okay, since we don't trust each other, let's be seeing everything. Since you want to be mad, I can be mad too. Period. That's my take on it. Also, you guys, if you have anything to say additional or contrary to what I've said, please leave your comments and I'll definitely respond. God, you guys, this is another my boyfriend question. If I see any other my boyfriend question dilemma after this, I might skip it, because also, I'm not a relationship expert. I'm just talking about my own opinions. So don't see the need to fight me in the comments. These are just solely my opinions and what I think you should do. Anyway, this next dilemma says, my boyfriend doesn't spend on me. Is there anything I'm not doing right? Some girls on campus, their boyfriends buys them hairs, phones, and other stuffs. My own boyfriend buys me bra and hair tie. I'm not supposed to be laughing. I'm sorry. It's actually funny. I have so much bra and hair tie, I can start a business with it. It is somehow, I've given him so much clue that my phone is not good. He won't get the clue. I feel like I'm wasting my time in the relationship. Should I leave him? So, girl, I know, like, when you see your friends boyfriends getting stuff for them, it's nice, it's cute. You might want that too if you're in a relationship, but I feel like you're comparing too much. What if this boyfriend of yours only has money for bra and hair tie? Like, it's not like he's not buying anything. He's buying you bra and hair tie. And this is the thing: if you're very comfortable in your relationship, you should be able to tell your partner that, see, I'm tired. I have enough bra. I have enough hair tie. I don't want bra and hair tie anymore. I feel like people are not comfortable in their relationships to say this thing out. I get you're not trying to hurt the person's feelings, but it's something you can just chip in like a joke, like, you might not even say it like, oh, don't buy me bra and hair tie. And I'll be like, oh my guy, I get plenty bra. Like, at this point, I can use this thing to start a business. Like, let it just be a joke. You get, like, it's not like you're telling him stop buying me bra, but you've indirectly said it that you have too many bras. If he goes ahead to buy you bra again, but me, I'm a very direct person. I'm also very playful, so I kind of put things out there that I want to say to my boyfriend. I would say it either playfully or direct, because that's the person I am. Some people cannot do that. Some people don't know how to be direct, but there's a thing with being direct and then hurting the person's feelings. I'm not going to try and hurt your feelings. I will just let you know that, babe, I really don't want brown hair again, sorry. But the fact that you're comparing him to your friends' boyfriends who buy them hairs and phones, I would say it's not nice, because it also depends on the amount of money he's earning. Maybe he doesn't have enough money to buy a phone. And yeah, like, if you've given him so much clue that your phone is also not good and he doesn't buy you a phone, then he probably doesn't have the money to buy a phone. I'm sure that if he has the money to buy a phone, he'll buy you a phone. And if he cannot buy you one, girl, you're just going to have to save up and buy yourself the phone. It is what it is. Or find maybe your mom, your parents, or someone else to buy you the phone. At the end of the day, boyfriends are not, I don't know, they are not the solution to everything, So yeah, we're gonna go on to the next dilemma. Next one says, please, what does it mean when a guy says, let's see how it goes? I mean, I've been talking to a guy long distance for over 2 months now. He seems like a nice person. I do enjoy talking to him and we talk every day. So I recently asked if we were a thing. He kept quiet then, later said, let's see how it goes. I'm taking it slow because of the distance. I'm not sure I understand what this means. Girl, 2 months is a long time to be talking to a guy that doesn't even know what he's doing. What does let's see how this goes mean? I need more info on this situation because you guys have been talking for 2 months. Have you guys been talking consistently? Has it been something? You say I enjoy talking to you. Oh, you talk every day. Oh, I missed that. And I recently asked if we were eating. I don't know why my light keeps doing this thing. I hope it's not really causing any problems. Anyway, this one is tricky. Personally, if a guy is doing me, let's see how this goes, I'm going to check out because I don't know if you've gotten anything from this, is that I'm a person that doesn't like to waste time. I don't waste my time. I don't believe in wasting people's time. I'm very direct. You see, a lot of these questions I'm saying I'm going to check out because I'm actually going to check out like I don't have time for nonsense. Like I'm a very no nonsense person, no rubbish person. You're not gonna waste my time, okay? You're not gonna waste my time. I'm a beautiful girl. I'm a spec. And if you think you're gonna waste a second of my time, you're joking. Do you know how many men are trying to talk to me? Hello? So nobody's gonna waste my time. Bye. 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 So honestly, girl, tell this guy bye. First of all, it's a long distance relationship. For a long distance relationship, you need serious communication and you need to know that this relationship is two people that are inside. It cannot be only you. Do you understand? Like you need to know that if anything is happening, it's both of us. A long distance relationship requires a lot of assurance, and I'm saying this from serious experience. Long distance relationship require more. Since you can't see the person physically, you need to give more through words of affirmation. And if somebody is telling you, let's see how it goes, it's not any better words of affirmation. So girl, it's either you have a serious conversation with him and ask him seriously, what are we doing? Are you interested in having this relationship, or should we just move on and still be friends? Me, I cannot remain your friend again, but I mean, if that's fine by you, I don't know. 2 months rather is a long time to be talking to someone and nothing comes out of it. It can get very frustrating and very tiring. So yeah, my take is talk to him about it properly, and if he's still doing, let's see how this goes. My girl, leave the relationship. I don't know if it's a relationship yet, but leave the situationship. Period. I've answered quite a few. I think I'll take like 4 or 5 more and call it a video. If you guys want to see a part 2, let me know. I'm actually enjoying this. Next one says, when my husband makes a move on me and I say, cause maybe I'm tired, okay, when my husband makes a move on me and I say I'm tired, or I just finished cooking, I'm not in the mood, he will get angry and say I should be lucky he's interested in me and his mates are outside enjoying their life and I won't allow him. It makes me upset. Am I wrong for telling him no sometimes? I'm always tired. I cook, I clean, I do a lot at home, and he doesn't do anything. He would have said he's doing me a favor and I should be lucky. This thing annoys me. Oh, I think he keeps saying he's doing her a favor and she should be lucky. This is even a marriage. This one is like marriages. The thing is, your husband should not be getting upset, or your partner, whether it's a marriage or it's a relationship. I don't think your partner should be getting upset with you for saying you're tired. But then it's another thing when you're always tired, and she has said it here, she's always tired. It can get frustrating for your other partner because obviously they want to have time with you, they want to, make out, you want to enjoy your other partner basically. So it can get upsetting. So I would say, for the woman, I would say you should think about getting a house help because you're cooking, you're cleaning, and you're doing all of this. And me personally, I don't enjoy doing all these chores. Okay, so I would say you should get a help. You should, if your husband is open to it, because I know some men don't like it, but at this point that's what you need because you're always tired, you're always wearing yourself out, and honestly everybody deserves to put up their feet and rest sometimes. So if you can afford to get a help. So some of this are taken away from you, some of these chores are taken away from you. And for your husband, I think you should actually let him know that this is upsetting because it's very annoying. He knows that you're doing most of the work and he's still saying that he's annoyed and you're not allowing him to enjoy life. His friends are enjoying outside. Those kind of things can be very upsetting. So I would definitely say speak to your husband about this, get a help, and let him know that you don't like how he speaks to you, because it's totally wrong for him to be talking to you like this. It's totally unacceptable. Like, he can be upset sometimes. That's fine. Like, he's a human being. He wants to enjoy his wife, but he should also be able to understand and be compassionate. And him bringing up the fact that his friends are enjoying outside is just not the best way to go about it, as far as I'm concerned. I would not take this from my partner, and I will let you know. I'll call you out on your bullshit. That's it for me. Next one says, I need opinions. What does it mean when the man you've been planning a life with for years starts telling you he feels like he's holding you back from settling down? I need to understand some men, because we've been planning a life for years and you're telling me that you're holding me back from settling down. I would actually... Hey, God. What do you mean? Are we not supposed to be settling down together? Why are you bringing up the fact that... Girl, I need to relax. Like, some of these dilemmas have me on edge. Girl, if you need my opinion, I'm going to say, this was my friend, if this was me, I would talk to my partner. I'm very big on communication. I would talk to my partner and I will ask him, like, what's going on? What do you mean by you're holding me back from settling down? Are we not settling down together? What are you thinking? I need to know. Do you get me? So I don't know how else to say this, but you guys just have to have a serious conversation. And if it means you leaving the relationship, then you leave before it's too late, because it basically shows that he's not even interested in settling down with you. But just have the conversation, just so that you're clear on that, and leave the relationship. I know it's easier said than done, because you've been with this person for years, you've been planning with this person for years. It's going to be heartbreaking, but girl, better you leave now than you keep wasting your time, because this guy doesn't seem like he's ready to... This guy doesn't seem like ready to settle down. I'm looking at another dilemma right now. I'm trying to see. Okay, next one says, so jokingly, my boyfriend asked me for my body count and I told him 3, which is true. He has been asking me who the 3 guys are, and I told him I can't tell him. He said if I don't tell him, he will have to break up with me, and that he needs to know all, so he won't mistakenly shine it with them. I told him no, and for the last 5 days he hasn't called me. My birthday is in 2 days and he hasn't called still. I know he has bought gifts for me because I saw alerts on his iPad. Please, what should I do? Should I tell him who the guys are? No, that's your personal business. He doesn't need to know. I was about to say he has probably not bought you a birthday gift and he's looking for something to say, like looking for shalaye. But you said you saw alerts on his iPad, so okay, he has bought you a birthday gift. I think your boyfriend is very petty, he's immature, and he's silly, because you've asked me that kind of question. Of course I would share. You're my partner. I've told you it's 3 people, and 3 is not even outrageous, and you're asking me who the 3 people are. First of all, why are you asking me who the 3 people are? You probably don't even know them. You probably don't even meet them in this life, except I've probably dated one or two people from a circle of friends, and even at that, I don't see why I should tell you who 3 people are. Like, even if you're mistakenly trying to with them, okay, I don't even... So men, I don't understand how they think. I don't understand how they reason. I think some of these dilemmas will be nice to have a guy here also helping me answer the questions or help me solve the dilemmas, because it'd be nice to see a guy's perspective. So maybe one of these days I'll get a guy and we'll answer together and we'll kind of see the difference in answers, because I need to understand why your boyfriend wants to know the 3 people. Like, what is his business? And you're not talking to me for 5 days. Personally, I have this rule in my own relationship. It's not like a rule, but it's something we do, that we don't go 24 hours without talking. Sometimes we do go over 24 hours, but it's never more than 48 hours. Never. Like, it has never happened. And we promised to never make it more than 24 hours. You should actually not go to bed angry with your partner. That's the truth. But sometimes the anger is just too much. You just don't want to talk. We are human beings. So I get that, but I feel like 5 days is way too long to be angry over this type of petty situation. It's very petty, in my opinion. What you should do is talk to him. I don't know if you've tried to talk to him, or you too, you're upset that he's not speaking to you, but try and speak to him. Yeah, that's just what you have to do. Just try and speak to him and know why he's upset. Because him saying he doesn't want to mistakenly share it with them, to me, is a very stupid and unnecessary reason. Okay, that's it for me. Please, you guys, if you have more opinions on this, please say it in the comments, because I really don't know. I really do not know. Me, I'll talk to you and ask you like what exactly is a reason, because this reason is not making sense. Period. I think after this one I'll take one more and we'll call it, a video. I met this guy some few weeks ago and we have been having some interesting conversations. Okay, let me use the word we vibe, and we've had a physical meeting once. He passes the good guy checklist. He recently asked me if I can bet his child, knowing fully well he would not eventually marry me, but he'll be providing financially. But we have to remove the marriage clause because he said he has been hurt in the past. He proposed 50,000 a month with access to his car, 1.5 million for a business, and he will be covering every other bill, as the money is just for me to save. I'm 27, struggling in business, and I've had several unlucky relationships. Even though I'm always the faithful one, I'm just really confused. Girl, this is kind of easy for me to answer. I don't know, since I'm not in a situation where I'm struggling and I've been in several unlucky relationships, I might not be the best to answer this. But I kind of would just tell you that it's not a good deal at all. A guy that is offering to give you 50,000 naira a month and he wants you to bet a child. Doesn't make sense. 50,000 naira a month is just not enough for it. It's not enough for your upkeep. Let's even forget the money. If you're someone that loves love, and you do, because you've been in several relationships, it's just that they've been sad, they've not just worked out for you, and it's not your fault. So I would just say no to this. Okay, so you guys, my phone literally stopped recording, so I'm gonna try and start where I stopped. If you see any change in lighting or my sitting position, I literally had to move stuff around. Anyway, hopefully that doesn't happen again, and I'm gonna quickly wrap up this video because I think my memory is full. But anyway, so continue from where I stopped. I was saying I don't think 1.5 million every month, 1.5 million for a business rather, 50,000 every month with access to his car is a good deal, because what if he's using his car? What are you going to do then? You have to always wait for him to be available before you can use the car. I think he should be able to get you a car. If you're considering this, he should be able to get you a car. He should be able to pay you more for a month, because you're probably not going to be doing any job. He will probably not let you work. He wants you to be a housewife and take care of the child you're giving birth to, blah blah blah. So 50,000 in my opinion is too small, because yes, he's covering every other bill, but there are some things you just would not want to call him to ask for. Like, are you going to call him to ask for money to buy underwear or clothes or sanitary pad or a bag or a shoe you like? There are some things you would definitely not feel comfortable calling him to ask for. So that is it. In my opinion, I'm not going to take this deal if I was the one in your situation. He has been in an unlucky relationship before, so have you. I think both of you will even make good partners. You guys already understand what you like and what you don't like, and you guys can already talk about what happened that failed in your past relationships and know how to move forward from that in your relationship. If he's still not willing to be in a relationship with you, then you just have to move on. You're 27. I don't know why people put this timeline or time limit to when they can get married. Even if you're 30 whatever, 35, 36, you can still find love. You can still find someone for you, and at the end of the day, you don't have to settle. Don't settle for this because you feel like you've just been in different lucky relationships. The next one you might be in after this might be the hit. A lot of people have to kiss plenty frogs before they find the one. A lot of people don't even have to kiss any frog at all when they found the one. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's story is different. So girl, if you're going to take this deal, you're going to have to make him, change some of these clauses. In my opinion, I'll just tell you to move on from this. Find love for yourself. If he's not interested in having a relationship with you, then just move on with your life. But if you do want to consider this, he needs to tweak the clause. That's it. I'm going to take one more and I'm going to wrap this up. If you want to see a part 2, let me know in the comments. I'm actually enjoying this. So yeah, this is the last one we're taking, and this is actually an interesting one. My husband has been asking me for inno sex since, and I'm 1 month pregnant, and my doctor said we can't have sex till 3 months or so because of infection and all. My husband said he can't hold. He has been begging me for inno sex since. He said he will use condom because I'm allergic. He said he will use condom because I'm allergic to condom on my vagina. I get rashes. He said it won't affect the baby. I'm pregnant and always feeling constipated. I always have to eat beans so I can use the toilet. If I do anal, it will affect me. I want to make my marriage work. I love my husband and I pray he doesn't go outside for it. My question is for a pregnant woman, is it safe? I've not been pregnant before. I don't know about that. But what I would say is your doctor's already told you not to have sex, and I'm sure that means any kind of sex. If your husband cannot hold on for 3 months, I don't even know what to say again, because at this point he knows you're at risk of getting an infection. You're not the only one at risk. You can also put the baby at risk, and he's still begging and begging for it. And he knows you always feel constipated. Like, it's not, I don't think anybody that feels constipated would enjoy having anal sex. Like, if you're going to do it, you're only going to be doing it for your husband's pleasure. And it's kind of sad, because what are you now benefiting from it? And you're pregnant, you don't need to put yourself through that whole stress. And I understand you love your husband, you don't want him to go out for it, but girl, you're gonna have to just let him know that that can't happen. Or you can ask your doctor if it's safe to have any other kind of sex apart from vaginal sex. You might not want to disclose to your doctor that it's anal sex, but just you can ask him that way. I really don't know if it's safe for a pregnant woman. I would say I would Google this, but I'm trying to wrap up this video quickly, so I'm not about to come and start searching Google right now. But ask your doctor and find out what your doctor says about it. If you can have any other sex apart from vaginal sex, and maybe if the doctor wants to know more, you can just say, "Oh, it's anal sex, okay." Yeah, but even if your doctor says it's okay, at the end of the day, it boils down to how you feel about it. If you don't feel comfortable, you're already feeling constipated. Who wants to have anal sex while feeling constipated? It's not even everybody's cup of tea in the first place, constipated or not. So yeah, you're going to have to tell your husband no. That's just it. You're going to have to say, "Babe, please, I know you really want this, but I don't feel good. I don't feel..." Just say calmly and explain to him, and hopefully he's an understanding husband, because there's really no other way around this. Explain to him that you're at risk of infection, and the baby too is also at risk, and you're just scared and you're just not feeling good. You're not feeling up to it. Regardless of if your doctor says it's okay or not, it still boils down to you. If you feel okay doing it, by all means do it. If you don't, explain to him. And he's an understanding husband, he would understand and he would hold on, he will be patient. I mean, it's just 3 months, he's not going to die. Okay, so this brings me to the end of this dilemma video. Please make sure you leave your comments, like, share and subscribe, because if you got to this part of the video, then you most definitely enjoyed this video. So please make sure to subscribe. Let me know if you would like to see a part 2. Let me know if you also like to know a guy's perspective on this. So basically, I'll bring a guy and we'll answer more dilemmas. He would say it from his perspective and I'll say it from my perspective. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, peace and love. Thank you for watching. Mwah.
Yeah, they thought that you was a shy girl until I made you my girl. Girl, you push me like a big boy till I cuffed you like you